Hey everyone, this is Comedy Tube today, and today, um, this is a more serious video. Um, this isn't really a gameplay video, but it is a discussion video. And today, I would like to talk about a discussion that's been going around for a while, and it's a potential Skyrim remaster. Um, Gaming Bolts just did this. Shout out to Gaming Bolts. And today, I'm here to discuss why a Skyrim remaster would be very, very difficult for a numerous of reasons. Um, so my first point would be, would I like a Skyrim remaster? The answer is absolutely. It would be very great to have a Skyrim remaster. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Um, Point number two is, why would it be hard to have a Skyrim remastered? Outside of its actual longevity of this game, which is the reason why I don't think it should get a remastered. Whoops. Outside of its creation, outside of its support that it's been getting for nearly 14 years, um, I also think. Hold on. Let me let me have it pop up real quick first. Is the actual support of this game. And people go, okay, people also have to remember the Creation Club is the reason why this Skyrim remaster would be relatively difficult. Anybody who's been around for the Skyrim Creation Club content, this is added DLC seemingly to Skyrim. So we're going to count here. For whatever reason, it's buffering. Um, but let's count here how many different, um, how much content we actually got from Creation Club. I'm not talking about the paid modders that, though I don't count that, but the actual Creation Club content that we got. See, we have the Adventures Backpack, 1, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different armor sets that got added in Creation Club. Okay, that's 15 different armor sets that got added in terms of the alternative armors, kind of, I guess, pack, you should say. So that's already 15, a bunch of content we got added here. Then you have a quest line, it being the contest. That's a quest line. Then you have the farming, which starts off as a quest line, and a new farm, etc., etc. Then you have the fishing quest line and added content there. Then you have the necromancy stuff with added new spells, etc., etc. And then you have horse armor, elven or iron. Then you have more create the fearsome fist, and then you have another quest line with the Redguard elite armaments, and then you have another quest line for Goldbrand, and another quest line for Gallows Hollow, um, a Dwarven home, a big quest line in the Cause, which is basically Oblivion 2.0. If Oblivion was to happen in Skyrim, they added that content there. The Ghost of the Tribunal, which is a which is a huge kind of thing too, which adds new armors and stuff. Bloodchill Manor, which is a quest line of a homestead. The staves, the new staves. Bitter Cup, which is like the watered down version of the arena in Oblivion. And there's that. The Headsman's Cleaver, which is another quest line. Bows of Shadow, another quest line. The Grey Cowl returns, another quest line. Hendernheim, which is a quest for a player home. But the point is, as I'm saying all of this, is that you guys have to understand this is a lot of content on top of the three DLCs we had, the three DLCs we had on top of that, on top of all this content that they would have to add in the remastered. Not to mention the Xbox exclusive quest lines, Blood in the Snow, and then that I can't remember the name of the quest line, but um, the one where you get Mjolnir. I don't care the actual name of it. It's Mjolnir, and you seemingly become Thor. How would they be able to add that to both consoles when it was an Xbox exclusive quest line? You know what I mean? Like Xbox exclusive quest lines. I apologize. So how would they be able to add that in a remaster on top of all of this content and having to seemingly include all of this? You wouldn't be getting it for free since you would be paying for the game, but obviously, but it's still that is a lot of content they would have to add to the remastered version. As much as I love Skyrim, I mean that's a lot of you can see how much this is. So imagine, and not to mention the actual pricing of all of this. So due to the fact they would be wanting, seemingly they would be charging more. You think a lot of people think Oblivion's remaster was expensive, and I agree with that. Due to the fact that it's a remastered, I don't think it should have been charged a $50 price tag. But I digress. So imagine how expensive this remaster will be with all this extra content that we were getting over the span of 14 years. So you have to consider that. I'm like, and on top of that, due to the fact it's still, and here's my third, my another point that I would like to add is that um, GTA 5 has been around just about as long as Elder Scrolls. Nobody would want a remaster of that. Why would you want a remaster of a game that is currently still active and still supported very well by modders, the actual creators themselves? Once again, and those, as I mentioned before, the Blood in the Snow one and Thor DLC was literally added last year. That was content from last year. So literally, it's still relative. Even though it's an older game, it's still supported as if it's new. Um, so why would you want a remaster of? Which is another reason why I don't think it's going to get a remaster is due to the fact the amount of support this game actually has. Not to the mention that they actually supported modders for this game to the point where you're able to even get mods on even console itself. So I mean, as you could tell, this is a lot of stuff to like take in and actually it and same with those two quest lines, it complicates a remaster because you would not want to pay for and this is I've bought every Creation Club content and I've spent about an additional $100 on just Creation Club content. So I mean, which I think it's more. I can't remember. I can't remember how much all of these cost at the time, but yeah, like I admire Game Bolt's actually mentioning a remaster, but at the end of the day, as people are actually, when you think about it, it really doesn't need a remaster. I think the game is perfect the way it is. I think it's ran its course. I think instead of making remasters of other games, I think Elder Scrolls 6 should be their main focus and games need to stop and game developers and we need to stop supporting remasters when game developers teased an Elder Scrolls 6. If Elder Scrolls 6 is on the horizon because we had teaser trailers for it, then why don't we focus on something new? Stop holding on to the past of it's kind of like once again remaster games that aren't supported, remaster games that will never have a sequel and shit and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, stop supporting remasters of of games that clearly could have of franchises and IPs that clearly have um, future games in store for them. Um, and because it's stupid to have a remastered of a franchise when Elder Scrolls 6 is around the corner. I've always been disdained of games that like, oh, we're going to eventually get GTA 6, and then we ended up with remasters of the trilogy, GTA 3, um, San Andreas, and Vice City. All good games. They did not need remasters. And that's because GTA 6 should have been the main focus of these guys. Stop remastering games when you tease at a future title. And people and I understand the love and support for these games, but stop doing that when we're supposed to be moving forward in this kind of gaming industry to the point where we're not getting remasters of games that have potential sequels. Like I said, I'll be the first to tell you, I've played remasters before, but I've bought remasters and remakes. I'd be the first one to openly admit that, but even I'm getting tired of remasters and remakes of games when there are hints and, showmanship of um, sequels, continuations, so to speak. I guess not sequels, but continuations of the series. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say sequels, but continuations of the franchise. Um, that's my video. Sorry about the little rant. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. And actually take this in consideration when you think of it. Okay, love you guys. Deuces.